Everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I am alone currently, but I will be joined. I will be joined soon. I really should have pooped before I got on here. Hello. Now, I have invited my co-host. Due to circumstances we will discuss later, she cannot be here with me at the present moment, which sucks, but we're making it work. She's actually in my driveway. Let me. Sorry about that. All right. Turns out this is the Natalie show. Okay, now what do I want to do first on my agenda for the gay agenda, the homosexual agenda? I don't know. If you strike, get the hell out of here. I'm just kidding. Shit. Why is she unable to join? Why? Technical difficulties, people. Oh shoot, oh shoot. My bad. Yes! Yes!
In my car.
The quality is outstanding. Okay, let me.
Oh,
Hello.
I was like, yeah.
Okay, I texted it to you. This is outstanding quality as always. You would expect nothing less from the two of us. Where did she go? I don't know. Will she come back? We'll see. I can hear you.
You can hear me now? I can't. Can you hear me? Are we recording now?
I can hear you. Apparently we're recording.
Okay.
I hope the audio's working on the recording.
Me too. Okay. Can we just go and then, hope for the best? I need to get a better angle. They're, inside my nostrils.
You know who was just here?
Who?
Miss Odom.
What? What
I
did
don't
she
know
say?
if she's still here or not.
She said, what the heck are you doing? Is she still here?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
I don't want to even talk about it.
I'm a little scared.
Hello?
Hello? Okay. So we're recording this. The episode is happening right now.
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so.
So should we tell everybody why I'm sitting outside your garage right now?
You? Now, you didn't have to tell them that you were in my driveway.
I am in Natalie's
But
driveway.
she's in my driveway right there.
Because I can't come in her house. So my little nephew got tested for COVID today, and he was positive, and I keep the kids, so I've been there all week.
Yeah.
So then they said, like, if you're vaccinated and you don't show symptoms, then you don't have to quarantine, but I think that's a little sketch, personally.
I mean, I get why, like, that person wouldn't have to quarantine as far as, like, them being scared of getting it, but you can still spread it.
Yeah, that's
So,
what
I
I was
mean,
thinking. I mean, if
I
you,
don't think people need to quarantine
yeah, I mean,
necessarily, just, like, be careful.
yeah, like, if you're, like, my sister's still going to work, but she's being really careful, and she's been vaccinated, like, if she has to work, like,
Yeah.
you know what
And
I'm
she's been
saying? That's,
vaccinated.
yeah. I don't know, but like
So,
I didn't go to class this morning because I was
yeah,
just scared, and because I'm just trying to be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
that's understandable.
Anyway, my nephew has got COVID and he's got strep. Poor thing. He seemed okay today. He was like playing video games, but then right when Candace got home, he was really sick. Like
Oh.
I felt really bad. Like he was like chilling and sweating, and like he slept all day. I feel so bad.
Oh. Do you know, did the other two nieces get tested?
We wound up not testing them because we went to just pick the girls up and test them because we didn't know like what they wanted us to do. Like everybody needed to go home,
Yeah.
like what was going on. But then they wound up just sending everybody home. So it was like, well, they'll just quarantine for like they're not sick, but
I
anymore.
thought
But
Elena was sick and Alyssa was
she's
sick.
not sick now. She was
Oh.
throwing up. She was throwing up like the night before Blake got sick, but she's fine now. But she could, I mean, she could have it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. What
Yeah.
else happened? There was something. Oh, my dad. So, okay, I go to my dad's right before I come here, and I like literally open the door. Don't even step inside. He's like, "Oh my God, Stephanie, hand me your computer. Hand it to me right now, right now, right now." And I'm like,
Hand him a what?
"The computer, like
Oh.
my laptop for school." And he's freaking out, and I'm like, "What is going on?" Because I was like, "Oh my God, our computer's been hacked. Someone stole money. Something crazy. I don't know." And so I handed it to him and like set it up, and I'm like, "Dad, what's wrong?" And he's like, "I was playing fantasy football and shut up." And then he was so mad. He's like, "I didn't get to draft any of the people that I wanted to draft." I don't know what
Oh, Lord.
he gets
I didn't
so
know your dad played fantasy football.
he loves stuff like that. See, he used to play this Battlestar Galactica game that was like,
Ooh.
what is it? What is it called? It's like online gaming where you like play with people all over the world and like
Oh,
PC gaming
oh,
like that.
no, I know what you're talking about.
But it was like he
There's
played
an
with people
acronym for it.
like he played with people like everywhere with Battlestar Galactica, and he played
Yeah.
it for years, and it was like I got really obsessed with this game, and then they like disbanded it, and he was literally heartbroken for weeks.
Oh, poor. I'm
No,
like actually like
I
I feel bad for him.
but he's never played
God.
fantasy football before. I guess he's found something that he loves. That he had so many friends on there, and he was so sad.
Oh.
But he was so tore up about that fantasy football. It made me laugh really hard. I was like,
You want to hear how my day went?
yes, tell me how your day went.
So it started very early. I was awoken at 4 o'clock this morning by an ungodly stench in my house. And I'm
Okay.
walking around. All my lights are on. I don't have, besides like my living room, I don't have curtains. Like my patio door, that's wide open. I turn all the lights on. I'm walking around in my underwear trying to figure out what the smell is. I don't know what it is. I called my grandpa. He came right before, he just left right before you came up here. He told me to run some water in my downstairs bathroom. But it still stinks. And it smells like a rat has died in the wall.
Well, you could have a mouse that died.
I know. But I don't know what do you do? I read on the internet that they evaporate in 2 to 3 weeks.
So, yeah,
But
I
it
mean,
stinks.
there's really nothing you can do about it. You have to just wait for it to go away.
I
Unless
called
you
my
find it.
grandma. I was like, do I have gas in this house? And she said, no, you have electricity. And I was like, oh. Because I thought it was a gas leak.
No.
But then my grandpa didn't smell nothing when he walked in here. Now that pisses me off. I was awoken. The stench was so palpable that it awoke me from a dead of slumber.
Now, you're going to say that, I'm not trying to say that this is, like, supernatural, but you know how you have had creepy things happening around your house?
Yes, Stephanie.
What if, like, it's like something like that? Did it smell like death?
It does smell like sulfur or rotten eggs.
I mean,
It is not the demons. We can't keep talking about this every episode that I am going to die. Next week, I'm not here. I've been demolished by a demon.
I'd die with that.
You have to keep the show going. If I died,
it'd be like 20 years of me crying on camera.
Because, like, here's the thing about the smell. It's moved. Like, if it was, like, a dead animal in the wall, it would be in one place. But, like, when I woke up at 4, do what?
Like, you'd be able to find it.
Exactly. Or at least, like, it would be around the same area.
Yeah.
But when it woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, if it was 3 o'clock in the morning, now that's the devil's time. And it would be freaking me out. But it was 4, and it was in my bedroom, like, for sure. It was in there. And now it's more like when you walk into my house from the garage and in my stairwell. That's where it is.
That's weird. That's interesting. I mean,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. So you have an electric stove. Yeah, I don't know what you wouldn't have gas or anything, I don't think.
No. My grandpa said that it could be like the pipes in my downstairs bathroom need water run through them because they get like nasty if you don't like run water, which like is a fact. Do what?
Why would it be in your room?
I don't know. Because my downstairs bathroom is not above my bedroom. It's like close, but it's not in the same area. I'm going to make sure we're still recording.
We are, just me and the audience.
It stopped recording.
Are you serious?
I don't think we can do an Instagram video.
No. I'd hurt myself.
Unless, like, I can get the audio from this, but I don't know how to do it.
So, okay, it won't record if we're here.
Apparently not. I thought it would, but it was not. Should we do an Instagram video only? I can maybe see if I can get the audio from this. I maybe can.
You think you can?
Let's do this. I think I can do it.
Okay, I think you can do it too. I have faith in you. All the faith in the world.
Well, let's just keep going.
What were we talking about? Ghosts in your house.
Sorry. I'm like a little pop.
But, like, I think that's so... I think... Now, listen, I don't know. You shouldn't pay, like, out the butt for it. But I think you should see if someone will come look at your house. Like even before... Like, right before we leave. Just for funsies. Have someone come and look in your house. Like, isn't Madison's mom...
That's what I was going to say.
You could, like, check it out.
Yeah. Isn't there like a ghost thing in the bottom of the old library too? Isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. I think actually
like a paranormal museum.
They used to meet up at the CD Hut.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know if I want those people in my house. I don't know if I want them in my house.
But that may be different. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I think we should. I think it would be really cool. I feel like your house, like there's somebody buried under your house from like a long time ago.
You know there's caves under here, right?
I think. We talked about this.
There's definitely dead bodies down there.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, just from like people go, like, I'm not even saying like there's like some cover up and like somebody got killed and put in the cave. Just from like people going down there.
Yeah, like
hundreds of years ago.
Stuff.
Yeah. There's definitely dead people in and around here. Lord, every day I fear that my house is just gonna into that cave. That would be my luck. That would be my luck, and you know it.
What else happened today to you after you woke up to the smell?
So I got up to that, and like I was up for hours because I couldn't go back to sleep. I only like after I woke up at 4, I only got probably another hour sleep before I had to get up. And I get to the office, and I forgot that we had an 8 a.m. closing at the office. So there's like 10 people in the office when I get there, which is always great. And this one girl, she is the closer. She's like doing all the paperwork. And she's asking me to do all these little errands that are really not my job at the moment. But whatever. I did it. And then later, she like made this ginormous mistake, like ungodly. And they were trying to fix it. And of course, who were they asking to do everything? Me.
Yeah.
And so she was like, she basically gave me this document and she was like, I need you to like, it's just like certain amount of pages, but I need you to like make a new page. And I was like, okay, I don't really do stuff like this. Like, I don't type up paperwork. I do more important things. And so I was like, okay, I've never done it before, but I can try. And she was like, well, do you have Word on your computer? And I said, no, because I don't use Word. There's
Yeah.
like, there's like a Word. It's like the same thing, but it's like Apple. And that's what I use because I got an Apple computer. And so I was like, I don't have Word. And she goes, you don't have Word? Like in front of everybody, all the clients, all the agents, everybody. She goes, you don't have Word on your computer? I said, no. And she was like, well, then what do you use? And she said it just like that. She was like, and I said, Google Docs. And she said, Google Docs? Really? And I said, I looked her square in the face and I said, yeah, Google Docs. You could feel the heat radiate off of both of us. I eventually got
Why
it
are
figured out.
people? I just hate that at your job, everybody can't do anything for themselves,
I know.
and
They're
they
all
expect you
children.
to really know everything, even when stuff that's not your job.
I'll literally be in the middle of doing something. Like physically, like a lot of times, like I write checks all damn day long. So I'll be like writing checks, doing something important, and they'll be like, here, do this. And I'll be like, give me just a second. They're like, no. And I'm like,
Like,
no.
can't you? I would say this is not my job. This is your job, and I'm not doing your job unless you're paying me.
Exactly.
So
And then there was like this other lady who was like on the sidelines and she was like watching everything and she knew what was up. And later, after everybody left, she stayed and she's like, girl, I'm sorry. And I was like, I know it's not like I'm doing a job here. Like all the closing stuff is like extra to what I'm already doing. They would be like, can you go make a copy of this? Can you go make a copy of that? I'm like, it took you more time to walk up to my desk and ask me to make a copy than it would take for you to just go make a copy.
yeah,
Hello? Piss me off. Oh well. Other than the smell, I think that's it for my day. But the smell is still
my day was pretty.
permeating.
Put the kids on the bus, and Blake was like, "Can you check my temperature?" And I was like, "Oh, oh dear." I could tell he felt bad, and he had a fever of 100. And then we went to the doctor, did all that stuff, and I had to go get the kids. And then I made dinner because I'm a housewife now.
Apparently. But that's okay.
I don't know. I love working for Sis. It's like my favorite thing ever.
Well, that's good.
Literally, I love it. It makes me so happy.
I
I
hope we
think.
can still have girls' night.
Oh yeah, by then we should be able to. It should be fun.
Okay. It's like a week and a half away.
What was I gonna say? I know she talks about you all the time. I know you know that, but she literally does not stop talking about you.
Oh.
She
What the?
so much.
I don't even know like why. Or like what
She
she
just
has
thinks
to talk
you're the
about.
best. She just thinks you're the best. She's like, Natalie's the best, and I love her. And if she gets so angry, like I'll say I've got to go meet Natalie, and she's like, why don't I ever get to see Natalie? She's like, why can't I go with you? Every time she's like, what is the deal? Every day she's like, so told Natalie that we have to have a sleepover. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, all right.
We're
Remember.
gonna have to start making girls not a monthly occurrence.
Oh, yeah. She would love that. And Alyssa's
Or
like, oh, yeah. And
yeah.
she's like, I have to come too.
Next time they come, we can watch spooky, children's, but spooky children's movies. We can watch Twitches!
And watch Twitches.
They do.
Yeah, we can watch Twitches. I don't think that they've ever seen it.
Oh, I thought you said they love Twitches. They would love Twitches. They would love Twitches. And Twitches 2. Twitches 2 is just as good. I love it. Tia and Tamara. Twitches, witches. They're twins and they're witches, but they don't know it yet, but then they do. And the magic people come down and they watch over them.
Alyssa loves scary stuff. It's like her favorite thing to watch. She always tries to get me to watch like horror movies and stuff when her parents are at work, and I'm like, we can't watch horror movies.
Not yet. You can find some PG-13 ones. No.
Yeah, I mean, Conjuring isn't too bad. I mean, I think Manny and Blake and Jace watched it, but I don't want them to watch it. That would freak them out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always looking for stuff like that she can watch because she loves scary stuff. She's like a Halloween nut like I am.
Halloween. We need to start a Google Doc for the Halloween party.
Oh my God, the Halloween party. Now, okay, listen, except for us leaving and getting in the van and driving away, I have thought of nothing more than that Halloween party. It goes leaving in the van, Halloween party.
Good grief. The podcast episode after the Halloween party, I feel like it's going to be a doozy.
It's going to be really fun. I feel like something crazy is going to happen at the Halloween party.
I feel like I might start a revolution or an attack on somebody. There will be no funny
Everybody
business.
Come to our at the Halloween party?
Funny business as in like unwanted funny business. Does that make sense?
Like people being annoying or like
men.
What do you mean?
Predators.
Oh, that. Like if someone tries to be grabby handy. What if I want them to be grabby handy?
Stephanie, I'm not talking specifically about you.
Are you talking about just everyone? Just like grossness?
Unwanted handsy grabby. I don't want to. Who's going to be at the party that's going to be handsy grabby with you, Stephanie?
Probably no one.
We are inviting family, friends, and literally nobody else.
Whoever wants to come.
Drew Shannon's going to be handsy grabby.
Oh my God, Drew can come. Can invite. I don't know. I want to invite.
I feel like just keep in mind, like the college kids might not come. Like the people in college, because they have Halloween parties.
I want it to be a party.
I figured we'd play a movie on the TV, but have it on silent, and then have loud music over it.
That's what I think. You think we should do the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
Yeah,
and then
that's what
just whatever's like on Netflix that's free or something. Like whatever, like classic stuff. Nothing too crazy.
No. I think just Rocky Horror like a bunch. And then like have a Halloween playlist. Dude. I want to make Punch that
we could play The Shining. I'm sorry.
We could play The Shining. I want to make Punch that like fogs.
Ooh.
So there's like I'm gonna put cobwebs everywhere. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be the Halloween party I've always dreamed of. I'm so excited.
God, I hope people show the fuck up because it's
Please, I want to like make signs and post them around Somerset. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I'm not.
We're not doing that. We're not. No, not strangers.
That's dangerous. But I was kidding. But I want people to come. Please come to our Halloween party.
No one here can come.
I don't know. Cheyenne.
Well, maybe Miss Odom. Why is Miss Odom here? If you're still here, I'm confused. And I'm not afraid to speak my mind.
Cheyenne, you're here. She's here. Come to our Halloween party. Bring Justin.
Cheyenne!
And bring whoever. You bring Luke. I don't care. We want a full house at this Halloween. Yeah.
She did, didn't she? She knows
Yep.
who Miss Odom is.
Yep, she knows who Miss Odom is.
Tap your feelings. Is she graduated? Has Shani graduated?
Yeah. She
Okay,
graduated.
tap your feelings in the comments below. Hey.
It's gonna be so much fun. You see my aux cord? I'm in my car.
Yes. You know what is literally almost the entire thing of my notes for this episode?
What?
Movie reviews.
What? Tell me some.
I have seen an ungodly amount of movies. The past
Oh,
2 Saturdays, I did double features at the movie theater. I saw Old, bad. So bad, so disgusting. I saw one of my friends on Letterboxd, that movie review app that I use, rated it like a 4 or a 5 out of 5 stars. I was this close to unfriending that bitch. Who the hell? Old was bad. Don't waste your money. I'm your financial consultant. Don't waste your money. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money or your energy. And you like The Green Knight. We saw A24's new movie.
I really liked it.
It was good. It was so good.
So good. It was so good. It was so pretty, and I love the way it was directed. I love the dialogue. Listen,
It was
let me tell
beautiful.
You. When he goes to the castle and that chick's there that looks just like his girlfriend from back home, and she's doing that speech about how everything is green and everything goes back to like the earth and like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
She's like, the star is green and like after you die and fail, everything like it's, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I literally loved it so much. I loved it so much. I love dialogue like that.
Yeah.
It reminded me, it was very poetic because, I mean, loosely based on that poem. But, I mean, Ashton said that it wasn't loosely, very loosely.
Yeah.
That's why Ashton didn't like it, because it wasn't, like, exactly like the poem. But, like, I mean, like, again, I get that. Because I know if you go in expecting one thing and you really enjoyed, like, the source material and it's not the way you think it should be, it was still so good. It was so good. It was so well acted. It was so good.
I really enjoyed the part, it was not in the movie, but the part in the movie theater where this family had brought their teenage daughter to watch it, and they left.
Why would you bring your little girl to that movie? It was rated R.
Exactly.
Literally rated R.
That literally blows my mind. And you know that they went out to the car, shit-talking the movie, shit-talking everything about it.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Just because you're an idiot and brought your little girl to a rated R movie. And honestly, there wasn't, I mean, there was a tiny bit of nudity, but like, okay, the sex scene was really, it wasn't very graphic, only if you knew what was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if she was even old enough to know.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you knew what was happening, it was more like icky. Like, I felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was still, like, bad in the sense that she was young, but it was like, you should have known. Look shit up, parents.
Why, you should look up the parent guide on things. I always look up the parent guide on things. I'm a grown woman, like, just to see what you're getting.
You know, they wasted a lot of money. They had 4 tickets. They had a large popcorn. God bless them.
It was great. It was great. I mean, if you read the source material, you may find conflict, but it was great. Especially if you love, like, Shakespeare.
Oh, it was good. Just so beautiful good. Everything. Beautiful writing and acting and scenery and everything. It was beautiful. A beautiful story.
Love Dev Patel. Love A24.
He was good. A24 just never fucking disappoints.
Every time.
They never.
A24 that I wasn't like, oh my god, it's amazing, was A Ghost Story. But it wasn't bad.
Yeah. It wasn't bad at all. It was a good movie. It just wasn't like, oh my god.
Really slow parts in it. I think it was more of one that you really had to try to get. You know, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't like just beautiful.
It was like you really had to try to get that movie.
Yeah.
And it was good.
But also, it was okay. It was okay.
What's that?
You know what else I saw?
What'd you say?
No, you go. You keep talking about. I like A24.
Oh, I was just gonna say that new movie called like Goat or Sheep or something that's coming out by then looks
No,
really
it's
good.
Lamb.
It looks really good.
Lamb. The trailer
That's
for
all,
Lamb.
and it looks freaking scary.
It looked freaky
And
as hell.
did you see Free Guy?
Yes, I saw Free Guy. I want to talk
Good,
about Free Guy because
good,
listen, it was pretty good.
yay!
So I gave it a 4 out of 5. I think people who like video games will like it more because I mean that's the whole thing is it's a video game. But it was like I don't know, it was pretty good. Not all the jokes landed. Some of it was corny, but like obviously that's kind of expected that. But it was about the Ryan Reynolds guy and he becomes like an AI in a video game, but it's like he becomes real. It's actually kind of interesting because he's like one of those characters in the video games that just walk around. Like, have you ever played GTA, Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah,
or have you
like
seen
a
it?
guy that gets shot every like 5 minutes, but it's like the same guy.
Yeah. Uh, so it's like the random like people that walk around that have they're not like playable people. They're just walking
Yeah,
around in the world. That's what like Ryan Reynolds is in the movie, but he becomes an AI and like develops feelings and a brain and stuff like that. And jokes. See, here's another thing: Jodie Comer's in it, right? We all knew that. That's the whole reason I went to see this movie. And she's like in the video game, but I didn't know there's a whole other part of the movie where it's like them in real life, like Jodie Comer in real life,
yeah.
and Joe Keery, he's in real life.
Love Joe Carey.
I had no idea that was even part of it, and it was pretty damn good. And there's a bunch of YouTubers in it, Stephanie, that I knew. It was like cutting to these YouTubers, and it was like them reacting to the video game because it was like video game YouTubers.
That's
And
cool.
Jacksepticeye, my favorite one, he was in it. He had 4 different scenes. He was in it 4 times, and I love him.
Really bad. I love Joe Keery. Taika Waititi's in it. I hope I said his name right. I love him. Anyway, he's in it. I like Ryan Reynolds too.
Yeah, and there was this woman YouTuber, female gamer lady that was in it like 3 times, and she's like my favorite, and she was cool, and it was a good movie. There was one part where he's like fighting. It was like a boss fight, and they were like doing all these like special weapons from other video games. Like they did a lightsaber at
Yeah.
one point, and everyone was like, "Oh!" And then they did something from Fortnite, and then they did something else, but I can't remember. But it was funny. And then, like, when the YouTubers came on the screen, there was a bunch of people around me, especially when Jacksepticeye, my favorite one, when he came up on the screen, there was, like, 3 different groups of people around me that went, oh, my God. It was just so cute. It was a good little movie-going experience. And I saw it in the middle of the damn day.
What was the other movie that you saw that day?
Respect.
Was it good?
No.
Oh, no. What's wrong with it?
It's just Respect is the Aretha Franklin biopic. Jennifer Hudson did a great job with what she had. The writing was bad. It was so like just dumb. It was like flat writing, like no emotion, no effort. And then it just followed the exact same biopic formula, especially ones for musicians. They struggle in the beginning, then they find their footing. Then they become an alcoholic. Then they almost die. Then they get going again. They find they find their true path. And then the end. It literally mainly focused on just her having a rough time and not any like I mean it did focus on like her big moments too, but like just a couple of them. It focused on Respect, how she did that song, and then after she like got better with alcoholism and she did a gospel album. That's the only like good moments in the whole thing. And Aretha Franklin deserves better.
Was it a greatest hit sort of thing? Where they like,
yeah.
the songs that everybody knows?
Yeah.
And then that's it. I hate that.
I mean, I did learn a lot of stuff that I didn't know. Like, apparently she did 9 albums without having any hits. Did you know that?
Really? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Her first 9 albums, no hits.
I
And then
did
I
not
think
know.
I think Respect was like her first hit. Did you know? Now I'm about to sound real dumb, perhaps. Did you know that's a cover?
Respect?
Yeah,
No. Who did it first?
Otis Redding.
What?
It's a
I did not.
man that sang that,
I did not know
which
that. And
which
I
puts a
love
little
Otis.
sour taste in my mouth. Talking about how he needs respect when he gets home.
That's
I don't
kind of
like
gross.
that. I don't like that at all. But yeah, it was a cover, and she like flipped the whole thing. She like made it more. And then she took off from there. And then like she, was like, struggling with alcoholism and everything. And then she did a gospel album right after that, and it was her best selling album of all time. I did not know that. But then right after, so here, like the movie is like, the hits and like Respect and all that, and then alcohol, and then she gets better, and then she records a gospel album, and then that's the end of the movie. It ends right there. Like there is so much more to be said. I feel like
Yeah, she did so much more. Coke.
exactly. And Jennifer Hudson did good, but she wasn't given a lot to work with. You know who Forrest Whitaker is? He's been
What
in all
else has he
kinds of
been?
movies.
Sounds really familiar.
He was in The Butler. I think he was in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, wait. Is one of his eyes a little lower
He
than the
got a
other
little
one?
sag going on. Yeah,
I know.
that's Forrest. He was in it, and I didn't like his performance at all. He played her dad.
Usually does a really good job.
I know. I love him. Usually, I just did not. But I mean, also he wasn't given a lot to work with either. But
Yeah.
still, I don't know. Like Jennifer Hudson wasn't either, but she did what she could. She did what she could. It was not good though, and it was so
Hmm.
long. It was over
I
2 hours, and it was like,
I feel like usually like singer biopics aren't that great, which is sad
yeah,
because I mean I really enjoyed the Queen one when I went and saw it, but it wasn't that great either.
it was not good. It was
It
the
wasn't that,
greatest hits.
and I haven't seen Rocket Man, so
I
I don't
haven't
know.
either. I never watched that, but I wanted to,
I
but
wonder
I
if
just never
it's
did.
good. It probably is good. What if we watch it and it's like amazing?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. What
It
other one?
looks.
Oh no, hang on. There's an exception to this rule. There's an exception.
What is
What's love got to do with it?
it? Was it?
Now
Oh
that's a
my
good biopic.
God! I forgot about that. That one is
Tina
good.
Turner's.
That one is
That's
so
good.
good. Listen,
That
I
is
watched that.
good.
I was too young, and it traumatized me.
No, same. I was like, kind of like
When
10 years
like,
old or
oh,
something.
that's the one like they're at the party and like beats her half to death and like drags her by her hair through the hallway.
Yep.
And I was literally like 10, and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
awful.
But I love Tina Turner, so I had to watch it.
And then like, what's the part right? It's like after they're divorced, and Ike's trying to get her back, and she's like, "Get away from me!" And he like breaks her car window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know what you're talking
And
about.
there's the same old Ike. I remember that's like I remember that very clearly for some reason, and I was like,
The power. The power.
I
Angela
remember the part,
Bassett ate that up.
and I remember the part where she like converts to Buddhism very clearly as well.
Yes. I also remember that very clearly. I mean, good for her. It was just like such a random
Oh
part
yeah,
to remember.
I just like that didn't traumatize me. I just remember that part where she gets beat up. I was like,
Yeah. It's
oh,
really, really, really
it's
bad.
real bad. It's a lot.
Yeah. The part where he sexually assaults her in the sound booth. Bad.
Do you remember a part? It's like after he beats her up and then he buys her a dress and leaves it on her bed. Do you remember that
Yeah.
part?
Yeah.
I'm remembering the whole movie now. I haven't thought about
It's so
that
good.
ever.
It's on my list for movie night watches at some point. Because I know
It's a
Rand's
great.
never seen it.
It's good.
It's so good. It's so good.
We love Tina Turner.
Shut up. I love Tina Turner. Did you listen to Lizzo's new song? This is
No, is
a
it good? I
curve.
haven't heard it. It's like her and Cardi B. Is it good? No.
Stephanie. And you
No.
know how I feel about Lizzo.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Lizzo. Is it not great? No. What's wrong with it? What's the
The
problem?
lyrics are terrible.
Is it?
They like don't rhyme, but not in that good way that singers do. They just are not good.
Oh
It sounds like
no.
she wrote it in 3 minutes.
Maybe she
The
didn't write.
music, though, like the music's really good. It's like slapping. There's trumpets.
Did she? Maybe it was written for her.
Maybe. I don't know, but it was bad. I still listen to it just because, like, it's a fine song just to, like, put on, but it's like the lyrics are just so bad.
Cause
But,
like,
like, they don't rhyme, but it's like they're trying to rhyme. Does that make sense? But they
yeah.
don't rhyme, but they're trying to make it rhyme, but it don't work. It don't work.
Oh man. Maybe the
But
rest
the
of the album.
music video's cool.
Maybe the rest of the album will be better.
I hope so. The music video, she's like,
It's
you
a
know those
there.
people in Hercules in the beginning?
Yeah, she's like a
The ladies on
muse.
the yeah,
That's cool.
it is cool. And of course, all the dancers are plus sized.
Yay, we love that.
And not just a little plus size. They're
They're like
plus
plus
sized.
size.
And they are
Love it.
dancing and shaking ass, and I love it. Is Cardi B pregnant?
Yes, I think she is pregnant again.
Okay, then that makes
You know,
sense.
can you hear me? I said she's a great mom.
What? Yes. I'm sure
I
she
said Cardi
is.
B is a great mom. No, have
I
you
like
seen
her.
like she seems like such a great mom, and it like blesses my heart. Cause like, have you seen interviews where people like talk about how where she makes such sexual music that she could like she's not a good mom?
That's
Have you
so
seen that? They're
dumb.
like, and she's like, well,
I mean,
she's like, I'm not like that around my little girl. She's like, I'm a
yeah.
sexual person, not around my daughter. Like, I don't
Like
know. It makes me
that
so mad.
comparison is just so stupid.
It's like you can't like, I don't know, like when you become a mom, you become like sexless or something. Like you can't have like
Yeah.
a life. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they also don't say that shit about the male rappers who all have babies.
Absolutely. That's
You know what
absolutely
I
right.
mean? They're not going in interviews being like, you're a bad father because you talk the way you do in your songs. They don't say
Like
that.
she doesn't make songs for children.
Exactly. The whole
She makes
argument, and I've heard Nicki Minaj talk about this too. The whole argument where like, and especially female rappers have to censor themselves and
exactly. Like if
not
you're
say
letting
cuss words.
like you let your child listen to that, that's not on the rapper. That music wasn't
Exactly.
for them.
Exactly.
You need to make sure that your kids are listening to stuff and looking into stuff that they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is not the musician's responsibility.
It's your I don't know. People put stuff like that on people like put their mistakes as parents on like artists all the time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's shut up. It makes me
I
so
mean,
angry.
I heard that too when I was like little. Like something would come on the radio and they'd be and like whoever I was in the car would be like, "Oh my God!" I'd be like, "Well, just turn the station."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
But I also
But
never listened to no Kids Bop.
me either, because Kids Bop is trash.
Kids Bop is gross.
It's awful. I don't know. Parents need to chill out, and they just need to chill out in general. People need to chill out.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
correct.
I think Cardi B's great. I think she's so funny.
She's hilarious.
I think
She
she's
is
so
so
funny.
funny.
Like
I love Cardi B.
I've not listened to much of her music, but I think she's just such an interesting person. I think she's so funny. And
I
like
like some of her songs.
I'm sure I would too. I just never really listened to anything.
They're fun.
There's something else. I just think she's very genuine.
Oh,
You know what
she
I'm
don't
saying?
give a shit what
Like
nobody is saying.
like there was an interview I remember like during COVID where she was talking about like it struck me because she was one of the only celebrities that was like, she wasn't like, oh, things have been so hard during this pandemic. She didn't say that. She was like,
Yeah.
she was honest. She was like, I haven't been struggling because I have money, but there are so many people who are struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so many
Yeah.
like celebrities during that time were like, oh my God, it's been so hard.
Remember when
Second,
they sang that song?
oh my God,
Imagine.
that was awful. That was the worst thing that's ever happened. That was
Kristen Wiig
awful.
got up on there and was like, imagine all the people.
Why did they do that? Why did they think it would be a good idea?
What
It
kind
was
of hope do they think that they instill
forgiving
in us?
people.
Like, why do they think they're the mouthpiece of America
I don't
sometimes?
know. Some celebrities are so detached from reality.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God,
This is what they need.
and it'll be so great.
In the loom, in the fear of dying, or their loved ones dying, let's all really badly sing a song.
That's not even about, like, what did that song even have to do with the situation?
Nothing.
It
Nothing.
was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, fun times.
Everybody in that needs to just take a step back for another year. You know what I mean? Just like
Who,
think about the
who else
situation.
did? Kristen Wiig, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot was so bad.
So
I'm
bad.
sorry.
Will
And
Ferrell.
I like Gal Gadot. Babe,
Yeah,
turn the light on in your car.
just thinking that. I was like, it's getting dark in here. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Started my car. Anyway,
It's
Will
a
Ferrell.
lot better. Was Will Ferrell in it?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I don't
I
remember that.
in it.
Wasn't Rashida Jones in it?
Somebody, yeah, lots of people. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was really awful. But hey, we're here now because of it. It got us through. It got us through, I guess.
Do you
I
think
look
we'll go?
tan.
You do, Tan. Do you think we'll go into another lockdown, Nat?
See, I don't know, Stephanie, because I heard about this, the possibility. And it's definitely a possibility. I know so many people who have it. I know way more people that have it now than
Before?
first lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, so many.
I mean, I don't know.
But, like, here's the thing. Do vaccinated people go on lockdown too?
I don't know. Or will we have to get
Because,
vaccinated again? They said something about booster shots.
see, because I called Walgreens about my film photos I took in New Orleans. And they
Yeah.
were saying on the automated message, they said that for elderly people, you could get a third one. Like, now. I was like, I've never heard of this before. I will get the booster. I don't care. I will get it all. But I really would hope that vaccinated people would not have to go on lockdown. But, like, I don't know how that would work.
What if all the vaccinated people didn't have to go on lockdown and we were just all partying together? Because,
But hey,
only cool people get vaccinated. So all the streets
exactly.
would be safe, and all the cool people will
Only
be out living
cool
their
people
lives.
get vaccinated.
Right. And
And
all
I
the,
don't want to hang out with the unvaccinated folks anyway, so what the hell is it to me?
yeah. I don't get why people didn't get vaccinated. Like, chill out.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I've said it a million times. If you're willing to swim in a public lake and you won't get vaccinated, you're willing to eat a hot dog made in the USA and you won't get vaccinated.
Stop the hot dog slander. You have to stop.
I mean,
You have to stop.
I'm not slandering you. You got vaccinated, so you're not afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of. You eat refried beans.
They're beans. There's literally probably an animal's asshole in that hot dog, Natalie.
You eat refried beans from Taco Bell. I've seen the TikToks of what the refried beans from Taco Bell are made of.
What are they made of?
It looks
Beans?
like little chicken shit. No, Stephanie, it's not beans. They put a pot of boiling water and they get this stuff that looks like, I don't even know what to tell. It looks like mouse shit. It's little tiny beads
Like
of something.
dried refried beans. It's like
No. That doesn't even make any sense. Refried beans? Refried beans are soup. What do you do to dry them? What? They're not raisins.
The same way you do mashed potatoes.
What? What? Mashed potato beans? Mashed potato crumbs?
No.
That's gross.
No. Listen, they're drying the refried beans the same way that they do instant mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potatoes are also fake. You cannot convince me.
It's
Nothing
potatoes.
that we eat is real. The beans are not beans. The beans are not beans. The beans aren't beans.
The moral of the story
Hot
is
dogs are an American staple. Refried beans are something that we just tolerate.
What? I love beans, personally.
Beans of any kind except green are weird.
I love beans. I love them.
What are garbanzo beans? What are garbanzo beans?
They're chickpeas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what hummus is made of.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about... Well, I still don't trust the beans. I don't trust the beans. Why are we eating hummus? Should we stop?
No! Hummus is so good. Hummus is good for you. Beans are so good for you. Good. Such a good source of fat and protein.
I get it. So are hot dogs. It's meat, protein.
I don't know.
Meat. It doesn't matter where on the thing it's from.
It's Natalie. Yeah. I love that we've talked for 30 minutes about hot dogs and beans.
Hot dogs versus beans. Who will win? Hot dogs. Hot dog water, though, is weird.
Hot dog water is weird. Who boils hot dogs? You boil hot dogs?
What am I supposed to do?
What? Not boil
Put them in the microwave? No fucking thank you.
That's what my family always said. If I'm going to eat a hot dog, I either want it roasted or grilled.
Well, I mean, it's preferred to be grilled. But my grandma would boil them sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not hot.
Have you ever eat meat from the can?
No.
Okay.
No can.
Me neither.
No. When I worked at the hospital, there was this woman that told me, she was like, Stephanie, I love Spam. She's like, you know what my favorite part of Spam is? She's like, the chunky juice that comes off of it. And I was like, she literally drinks like the chunky, gross Spam juice in the bottom of the can. And I was like, woman, she literally told me this. And I was like, are you crazy?
You need to stop talking to me. I might vomit.
I literally almost puked on her. I was like, that is the nastiest thing
so disgusting.
Ever. That's sick.
Elderly people. How old was this woman?
She was like in her 40s, maybe. She wasn't that old.
That's even worse. That's even worse. Because I was going to say, elderly people, they grew up in a different time and they will eat everything.
Anything.
But people who are not from that time and do that, that's even worse. Because we don't have to stoop to that level.
It was so gross. She was telling me that, and there was something else that she liked that was so nasty, and I can't remember. I was like, it was so gross.
What are your thoughts on Vienna sausages?
Nasty, disgusting.
What is that?
No, it wasn't Spam. She liked Spam, but it was the Vienna sausage chunky juice that she drank.
Stop. Vienna sausages, that is worse than hot dogs.
That's disgusting.
Vienna sausages are worse than hot. What is Vienna sausage? What is that?
I think that's like just asshole. It's just like animal asshole that's been ground up. I think that's what it is. It's just parts like that. It's just the parts that are like left over and they put them in a giant grinder and have Vienna sausage. They're so nasty. Like when you said that, I could like smell it. Cause like
the
okay,
the smell they have is
Because my family used to get like, care packages from school because we're freaking poor. And they would literally be full of Vienna sausages. And people in my family love those. So, and they'd like open them and I could smell them from across the house. Just saying, if you're making a care package or you're sending food home with a child, do not send them Vienna sausages. Are you trying to kill them?
No. Like, they're going to morph into a Vienna sausage.
It's disgusting. There's literally like 10 cans in a brown paper bag. And they're like, here's what you need if you're going hungry. 10 cans of Vienna sausages.
I wouldn't eat that if I was starving. I would starve. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know something my brother used to do that grosses me out to this day? He used to be obsessed with like Chef Boyardee raviolis.
Oh no!
It gets worse, Natalie. He would eat them cold. Yes. My little brother did this. We were talking about this the other day, and he's like, "Why did you let me eat that?" And I'm like, "What was that?" Chef Boyardee is disgusting. And why were people trying to trick us when we were younger? Like into like really
go to me, Chef Boyardee.
They're like, "Oh, you gotta eat these SpaghettiOs." Disgusting.
Those have a stench too.
So nasty. Ugh. Can't handle it.
No.
So gross. I don't know. I think we all have weird things that we used to eat when we were a kid that we like hate now. I used to really like cream of chicken soup with crackers.
God, Stephanie, what the hell is wrong with you?
I used to love it when I was little. Now, no.
See, I eat the same stuff. I really do. Chicken tendies and French fries.
I don't know.
You know, this isn't gross, but you know what I used to do at the Ward's restaurant?
What?
They had the long chicken tenders, right?
Yeah.
And you would get 4. I would take 2 of the chicken tenders, and I would put fries. I would so here's the chicken tender. I would lay fries on top of it and then put another chicken tender over it and make a sandwich. Which I would do to this day, and it's delicious.
I think that's ingenuity.
It was just, I don't know. Yeah. But how did I think of that at 5 years old? I was like, sandwich time. And I just did it. But I don't think I ate anything weird.
I mean, I ate Play-Doh, but that's different. That's a problem.
That's a different kind of weird.
That I still live with today.
That's different kind of weird.
I still want to eat Play-Doh, but I don't now.
I will never put Play-Doh in your vicinity.
Yeah.
I would be scared.
But I don't know. I was a weird kid.
Yes. I can attest. I think we're done here.
You think? How long have we been going for?
A while.
A while?
At least an hour. What? It's okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll come wave hi to you in your car.
All right. Well,
okay.
Yes. What?
Plug
I was going to say
plug your stuff.
Oh, follow me on Instagram at Pete_Curiosity to see my art and stuff. Buy some things. I'm so poor. Thank you.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Good Podcast 69. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Nat and Steph. And be sure to buy some merch. September 1st, we're coming out with a new collection, baby. And it's about to blow your minds, okay?
It's very cool.
I think that's it.
Yes. Did I just post the X up top?
Oh, I guess.
Okay. It's not going to delete it, right?
No.
You've got this, right?
I've got this.
Okay. I love you. Love everybody.
Okay, love
bye-bye.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye, Stephanie. Goodbye. Okay, well, thank you all for joining. And sorry for all the technical difficulties, but we're good. We got to stay safe. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Oh shoot.